back to another exploration of holistic health. My name is Carol, and I want to thank you for joining me and my partner Lydia in this venture. We'll get through this. While so many of us are either super busy or ridiculously free, it's a great time to discover our vocational health and explore how to be healthy with that as well. Moments ago, I looked out my window and saw two cars drive over the bridge. One sported a kayak on its roof, and the second was pulling a small boat. This is vocational health at its finest, doing something purposefully that gives you meaning and things that you love to do. Many of us aren't working right now, and we have plenty of time on our hands, but how are we spending our days? Maybe you're watching the news, making a quilt, shopping online, video chatting with your cousin, taking chalk walks, or going around the community and waving through the window at people. Recently, Lisa talked about keeping structure in the day for the kiddos, but what about you? What are you doing to help you stay healthy vocationally? Do you have a routine that keeps you grounded and focused? I tack a little to-do list in my daily journal, but I gotta tell you, lately it's been really tough. I can't seem to get it done. My little to-do lists have changed over the years, but it still helps me keep grounded and pay attention to what priorities I have for me, and that is really helpful. Now, I have to confess, it's been really hard to practice self-care. I find that when things get hectic, I tend to ignore my basic needs and shift my focus to taking care of others. But part of living a purposeful life of meaning is ensuring you have a clear, positive focus that's balanced between ourselves and others. I was delighted to see the same kind of clarity expressed halfway across the globe in an article entitled "A Quarantine for Better Life: Unintended Benefits from COVID-19. You can see the link below. In the small Middle Eastern country of Oman, author Khalfan Hamid Al-Harasi focuses on the benefits we can all glean from our quarantines. He reminds us all to stay focused on what's important and keep our feet firmly planted on solid ground. This upbeat man is deeply spiritual, funny, and brilliant, and I knew him well because we were doctoral classmates shortly after 9/11. Being from the Middle East, Khalfan experienced stressful conditions not only while studying in the U.S., but also navigating customs when he would return home for the holidays. He'd often stay overnight at our house, and we'd drop him off at the airport in the next morning. We would talk about the challenges that he was going to experience, the things that had happened to him in the past. We'd talk about skepticism, delays he would face from other people in his upcoming trip. His ability to stay positive in the midst of all that stress has become a powerful reminder to me as we deal with the challenges of defining what our new normal is, not only here, but all across the globe. My healthy tip is to start each morning with a specific intention. What are your highest priorities today? I don't yet know how important these blogs and vlogs have been to the rest of you, but I know they've been one of the toughest and most rewarding challenges I've tackled in a long time. Then yesterday, my intention was to switch over to a more complex video editing program for my videos and blogs. I've been dreading the new learning curve and what I would have to encounter. I've gnashed my teeth, I've sworn, I've cried, but I made the intention regardless of how I felt about it. And yeah, I do. I feel a real pride in myself that I was able to accomplish that, even though I felt stupid and even though it was really, really difficult for me. Lydia's healthy tip is to create a bucket list of what you want to get done while you're at home during this time of rest. Some of hers include learning some chords on her guitar, organizing her craft room, which she's already started, purging her kids' rooms, becoming more familiar with her camera, doing some gardening, working on her second camper renovation, playing some games, and enjoying her family. Lydia suggests after you make the actual list on paper, figure out what you would like to check off and get started. Now it's your turn. What is your pleasure? What can you do today to put more meaning in your life? Take some time to write out what your ideas are. Then talk to your health buddy about it. Make a pact to become intentional about something that's a high priority for you. Thanks for joining us. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
You get through this, you'll break new